Police say at the moment they're treating it as a crime scene until... Welcome to 5 News. I'm Emma Crosby. Up to 15 people have been killed and more than 160 injured following a huge explosion at a factory in Texas. The blast happened as firefighters tried to put out a blaze at the fertilizer plant near Waco. It's thought many of those killed were members of the fire service, but many more people are feared trapped in nearby homes and other buildings which were blown apart by the force. Well, let's go live to West in Texas and speak to NBC reporter Chris Sadeh. And Chris, a terrible thing to have happened. What more do you know about the victims? A man has been convicted of raping an 11-year-old girl on her way home from school. 18-year-old Opimipo Jaji followed the girl off a bus in North London in 2011 before dragging her into a park and attacking her for... A severely paralysed man is taking up a legal challenge to allow a doctor to end his life without being prosecuted. 58-year-old father of 2, Paul Lamb, has had virtually no control over his body since a car accident 23 years ago. He says he's in constant pain. After this short break, see you in a while. Our chief correspondent, Tessa Chapman, is in Boston for us. And what does the president have to say, Tessa? Has there been any more information about this potential suspect caught on CCTV? A mum who campaigned tirelessly for Hillsborough victims in memory of her teenage son has died. Before and during her battle against cancer, Anne Williams fought for a new inquest into 15-year-old Kevin's death. She refused. Now, Britain's most successful Olympian ever, Sir Chris Hoy, has announced that he is retiring after 6 gold medals and 11 world titles. Thanks for watching. See you at 6:30. Bye-bye. Emergency services are desperate. Welcome to 5 News. I'm Emma Crosby. The search is on for survivors of a huge explosion at a fertilizer factory in Texas. Up to 15 people have been killed and more than 160 injured in the blast near Waco. Several more people are feared trapped in surrounding homes and buildings which were flattened by the explosion. Police say the area was like a war zone. Tonight, the team. Chris, what has the investigation said so far about the victims tonight? The update on that. Well, joining me now is Dr. Christopher Bray. He's a chemistry lecturer from Queen Mary, University of London. It's good to see you tonight.
Good evening.
I'm surprised by the distance that it's covered. I mean, 45 miles away, people heard this explosion.
I'm Nick. It's very corrosive.
So has there been any more information? Britain's most successful Olympian ever, Sir Chris Hoy, has announced that he is retiring after 6 gold medals and 11 world titles in cycling. The Flying Scotsman says he's won all he can. He says it's time for the youngsters to step forward. He's been speaking 5 News, another Olympic star. We'll see you then. Well, our political editor, Andy Bell, is live in Westminster for us tonight. And what more can you tell us about? Well, one man who will be racing on Sunday is the Olympic hero Mo Farah. Now, he says he won't be worried about his safety and says the other runners and spectators should feel safe too. He's also hit back at critics who've accused him of cashing in on the marathon with enjoyment at that particular clip. Film critic Simon Thompson and the man you just saw fighting Luke Skywalker, the original Darth Vader himself, very much too. So a new film every year. What do you make of that, David?
Well, I think it's fantastic. You know,
Don't they, Simon, that they want to focus new films on individual characters, and Darth Vader's one of the most significant characters in the whole series, right? So you never know. What do you think? Lighter side to him, perhaps?
Well, I want to see him come back. That's the main thing.
The thing is with this, when fans meet people like Darth Vader, Dave...
All right, bye-bye.